Steve McClaren ignite interest in Ben Godfrey for the Jamaica men's national team? Join Premier 7 right now for the big chat. Welcome to Premier 7, everyone. I am your host of the show, Ryan Nelson. I hope you all are having a fantastic day, afternoon, evening, or night, because I am. And today on the channel, I want to speak about a defender who is of Jamaican descent. His name is Ben Godfrey. The reason for talking about Ben Godfrey today is that even though Jamaica defense isn't the main issue, I think that Jamaica needs a stronger defense. And in that case, I am going to do a little bit of scouting surrounding this guy. Of course, I just have to point out to you right now that in recent days, you guys have made the channel gain some more recognition. I have done a video surrounding our coach, and the question was how Steve McClaren could set up Jamaica 2024 2025 with 3 incomings, starting 11 formation and tactics. You guys have made this video reach on a different level. I am seeing here that I receive 41 likes, in excess of 1.1k views, and the interaction wasn't bad. I did receive 13 comments. I have to say, massive thank you to the fans. And of course, if you are new to Premier 7, please go ahead and subscribe, share the content, comment, and like the video. Now, the video today will be taking into consideration his basic information, an assessment surrounding transfer market, statistics, and who score. And before the show is closed off in its full length, the question has to be answered. Should Steve McClaren consider Ben Godfrey recruitment? All right, so if you don't know, Ben Godfrey is currently at Atalanta. We know, though, that most of his time is a case of which he was playing for Everton between 2020 to 2024. 82 games, no goals, but that is a lot of games for him playing for Everton. Before that, he played for York City, Norwich City, and first time on loan to Shrewsbury Town 40 times. But here and there, he scored goals in minimal amount, less than, say, 10 goals. I mean, that shows that Ben Godfrey, as a player, he have experience far more than, let's say, our local players here in Jamaica. Is he better than them? I won't say that. But because Coach McClaren is here, I know he would like to have an idea of players that he can pull from. And for Ben Godfrey, based on what I see of him playing for Everton in the past, I think he will be a good option. Of course, he represented England at the under 20, under 21 level, and at the highest level, but he played in 2021. That was his last time representing the nation, only 2 times. And once you are in your prime age, because Ben Godfrey is about 26, 27, 28, here and there, that is at the point for which he would like to play more games. Now, I know persons would be saying, does he have a passport? Is he interested to play for Jamaica? That is something for which we have to consider. But guess what? The main box that he tick is that he is of Jamaican descent, not of Brazilian descent, but Jamaican descent. And that shows that once Coach McClaren have the interest in taking a look or wanting to recruit a Ben Godfrey to help boost our defense, I think to get the passport, it would not be a long process. I mean, Ben Godfrey is the player for which I don't hear anything bad about him surrounding him off the pitch. We know we have players who can be warmongers, but on the pitch they are, decent players. Coach Steve McClaren, he wants for players to be displaying a good attitude on and off the pitch. And Ben Godfrey, I think he's an ideal option. Bringing in a Ben Godfrey, by way of his experience, would do wonders for Jamaica. And, you know, positively, I think having a Ben Godfrey could help to boost Jamaica defense line. Yes, he plays at centre back, but I think he have the ability to even play in different positions. And if you take into consideration a Man City, Nathan Ake, John Stones, they are centre backs, but they play in different position. Am I saying I would love for him to play out of his position? No, but I am showing you, the fans here, that yes, let him understand what his main position is. Let him become great or good because of the levels comparing with other players. Let him understand that he's a defender. But what if there's a way for which he has to be flexible? Then that is the case. All right, so let's do an assessment of Ben Godfrey by way of the transfer market and who scored. Because this is the point now we have to really and truly wonder if a Ben Godfrey is a good player. But before I do that, people, I just want to say this. Do you think Ben Godfrey should be recruited? Yes and no would be there. But I know for a fact that in a few days ago, I have done a poll surrounding a Ben Godfrey, and it was thrown out there to you, the fans, to share your own say or your own point. I did ask the question. The question was, would it be wise of the JFF to ignite interest in getting in Ben Godfrey to play under Steve McClaren's management? 70 votes, 96% says yes, 4% says no, majority count, 3 likes, 2 comments. So, in that case, it leads to the creation of this video. And there and then, yes, yes, so far by you, the fans, who have also said that, I mean, Ben Godfrey should be the man. The UEFA Super Cup was the last game he played, right? And we're just looking on the position so she can play by way of the transfer market. Yes, we can see now that he's 26 and he's of Jamaican descent. He's more than 6 foot. So the aerial ability, the clearance, it is something for which we're thinking about. Yes, he can do. All right, so he plays mainly as a centre back, two side, right side, left side. Excellent. He can play in the defensive midfield area. Another tick for Jamaica if he should play there. I don't think Jamaicans would love for Damian Lowe to be there anymore. But let's say Damian Lowe plays centre back with an Ethan Pinnock. You would like for DM to be there. Maybe Ben Godfrey could be there. Just saying. Right back, he can play there as well. So we're seeing that for Ben Godfrey. He is that player who has the capabilities of playing in different positions. But how about his strengths and his weaknesses? I love to do these assessments because I am doing like a scouting report. And these information are critical, crucial as well, for us to understand as Jamaican football fans. We don't want to have players coming into our country representing our team and they're garbage. Blocking the ball is a major strength. And Jamaica should be playing a higher line if this guy is recruited, seeing that he's not slow, he's not quick, but he's above Maguire's pace. Aerial duels, he's strong. Ball interception, strong. Jamaica have a tendency to concede goals like thereafter, say the 60 minute, 70 minutes. When the players are burnt out, we need for a player of strength like a Ben Godfrey to be there. Holding onto the ball is weak. So we can understand and expect that if he should have the ball at his feet, please pass it off. Passing the ball, please do not make any reckless passes, but here and there, I think under a better management and being at Atalanta, which is a team that likes to play the ball on the ground, they have done very well in the Europa League. They have won it last term. I think under a new coach, apart from being at Everton, his game should improve. Ben Godfrey's style of play plays the ball off the ground often, so expect some long balls. We don't want the England football out here, though. Indirect set piece threat, likes to tackle. So, am I saying that he likes to tackle to be a person who is reckless? Absolutely not. But we need person who have that dominance or that thinking to say that if I'm going to play defense, I have to be aggressive, but aggressive in a way for which I will not cost my team. If I'm going to create or cause a foul, it should be tactical. It should be outside of my 18-yard box. And I think Ben Godfrey is that type of guy. All right. So, should Steve McClaren consider his recruitment? There has been a lot of names linked to Jamaica. Mason Greenwood, Omari Hutchinson, Dujan Sterling, Carrick Mitchell, Morgan Gibbs White, and the list goes on. I am linked to Jamaica. I am in Jamaica. But Ben Godfrey is a eye opener for the Jamaica men's national team, Jamaica Football Federation, the coaching staffs to think about because our defense needs strength. It is stronger than the midfield. I think it is even stronger than the front line right now. But the stamina is what Jamaica needs. Because in the Copa America, Jamaica looks lacking, whereas continuing playing strong within two halves is absent. Ben Godfrey is not a player who is lacking in terms of energy. He likes to tackle, he likes to press, he likes to make his dominance be known. So having a Ben Godfrey, let's say playing him beside a Ethan Pinnock, Ethan Pinnock is left-footed, he's right-footed, there's a balance. I mean, we have Bernard and, of course, Damian Lowe, who plays on the right-hand side. I think they can play on the left-hand side as well, but their dominant foot is the right foot. But what I'm saying here is that Joel Latibodier can play at the back line as well, but a lot of persons would say that he's would be great to have him in the midfield because of the relationship that he have with let's say a Casey Palmer who plays at the same club with him as well. So we want to have that thing in Jamaica, whereas the chemistry is there with the players. Ben Godfrey would know Demarai Gray, that is connection again. So first and foremost, we have to think about players being capable of adjusting to different system, but let's say these players would have an understanding and team chemistry with those who they have played with before. And that is a big plus for Jamaica. Mason Greenwood hopefully comes in, Dushan Bernard, the connection, right? I am not sure we're going to get a Jacob Ramsey, but if we get him in, Ali and Bailey. So I'm just showing you the pattern for which things can be kicked off from. The similarity in terms of playing at the same club or having that connection. His playing style, it was said already, and I think because he's of England descent, Steve McClaren would have an understanding of Jamaica football and, of course, England football. I am not saying that Jamaica should be filled with England footballers. We want to have a mixture. We want for a team to have the best of the best players. We want to go to the World Cup, people. We want to go to the World Cup. And yes, it may be short term. We may not keep our coach, Steve McClaren, but let's build from now. We may not get a Ben Godfrey, but we want to get in some players who can do the job for Jamaica. I speak about Mason Greenwood several times. I spoke about Carrick Mitchell, Gibbs White, Dujan Sterling, and the chemistry is what we have to think about. Ben Godfrey, he's an ideal option. He's in the pipeline, and I'm just doing some scouting report here, people. If he wasn't good enough, Atalanta would not be looking at him. So that is a plus as well. And I think all of our players who I have talking about before, they would have been at a club. Mason Greenwood would be the only person who wasn't settled as yet, but he has even scored for Marcel today. And he may not want to think about playing internationally as yet, but we never know. We have to just show the interest in getting in some players. So for me, Jamaica and the fans of Premier 7, a Ben Godfrey would be an ideal option. I was thinking about other players to take into consideration for this video, but Ben Godfrey, based on the poll, you guys like him. I come on board to talk about him. So, people, think about the topic. Should Steve McClaren ignite interest in Ben Godfrey for Jamaica? Boost defense? He will boost the defense, obviously, but it is a question. So, people, it is time for me to go, but I would love for you to drop your comment and help this channel to grow. Get this video out there for even Coach Steve McClaren to see. So take care and goodbye until we meet again.